Hello, we're going to begin Unit 10 today in your book. We're going to be starting on page 86, and this time we're going to be working in the key of G. So we're going to be working on the G scale and the chords that go with the key of G. So in your book, let's turn to page 86. And the first thing I want you to practice on 86 is the G major scale. We've talked about the pattern of all major scales: whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. So if we start on G, remember all scales begin and end on G. So if we start on G, that would be a whole step to A, a whole step to B, a half step to C, whole step to D, whole step to E, whole step to F sharp, and a half step to G. So when you play the G major scale, you're going to use the same fingering that you did for the C major scale, which was 1, 2, 3, thumb under, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, third finger over, 3, 2, 1. So the G major scale. Let's see if I can zoom in here with my hands. Thumb under. Don't forget the F sharp. Backwards with the F sharp. Third finger over. So if you look at the bottom of page 89, you're going to be practicing that with your right hand, with your left hand, and that I encourage you to try them together. Go parallel motion and contrary motion. Next thing we are covering today is on page 87. We're going to be learning about dots, dotted quarter notes. A dot increases the value of the note by half of its value. So a quarter note gets 1 beat, therefore a dotted quarter note would get 1.5 beats. We're on page 87 now. Look at the top of page 87. If you add a dot to a half note, which gets 2 beats, you're adding half of its value, 1. So a dotted half note gets 3. Quarter note. Quarter note gets 1. Half of its value is a half. So a dotted quarter note equals 1.5 beats. Look at the clapping on the bottom of page 187. It's going to be very important that we use ands, the 1 and 2, and so forth when we're counting with dotted quarter notes. So let's try letter A, bottom of page 87. So turn in your book, page 87. And count out loud with me, clap along, and let's get all of the ands in here. Okay, here we go. 3 beats. We're in the bottom of page 87. 1, 2, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 stop. That was letter A. Let's try letter B. Now there are 4 beats in the measure. B. Say the counts out loud with me as you clap. Letter B. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 stop. Let's look at letter C. Time signature is telling us also 4 beats per measure. Say the counts and clap with me. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 stop. Okay, if you need to practice those some more on your own, then go ahead and do that because you're going to need them in our next song. So let's turn to page 88. We're going to be working on the song Dance, and this is in ternary form. Ternary form means 3 sections: an A section, a B section, and then it goes back to the A section. Ternary form, ABA. And as you can see, we're going to be having some dotted quarter notes in this song. So let's look at section A of dance. Again, we're on page 88. Let's clap the right hand treble clef first 4 measures. Okay, here we go. This is dance treble clef. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop. Notice there's a repeat sign there, and then you would go back and play it again. There's a repeat sign at the end. You'd go back and play that again. Okay, let's look at section B, the second line. This is where we have our dotted quarter notes. So we're starting at measure 5, and we're looking at the treble clef right hand. Okay, clap along with me. Measure 5, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, stop. Then measure 9 is back to section A. It is just like the beginning of the song, and you'll notice there's a repeat sign that you're going to repeat and go back to measure 9. So when you play this, you're playing section A, 1 through 4, repeat, 1 through 4. Play section B, 5 through 8, just one time. And then section A again, which is measure 9 through 12, and you're going to repeat it 9 through 12. All right, so let me give you a little feel of what this little melody sounds like. So I'm just going to play the right hand for you to get the feel of it. And the counting here is really, really important. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That repeats. Okay, let's look at measure 5. This is where those dotted quarter notes are in there. So measure 5, section B, here's how it would sound. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and put the ands in if you want. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Section B does not repeat. Then you would go on to measure 9. Now I'd like you to look at the left hand. The left hand is open fifths. So your pinky is going to be on low G, and your right hand thumb is going to be on the D above it. Just playing these open fifths the entire time. See if I can show you on the keyboard. Open fifths. With finger 1 and 5 the whole time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so forth. So you need to practice that till you're comfortable with it. The left hand's very simple, just open fifths, so really concentrate on the right hand rhythms and count. Good. Now we're going to look at page 89 after you're feeling comfortable with page 88. And this whole unit is in the key of G. So we're going to be learning the chords to go with the G. So with the G scale, our first chord, and remember that the chord with its name is the 1, 4, or 1, 3, 5. So that's going to be G, B, and D. G, B, D with finger 1, 3, and 5. This is on the top of page 89. So that's going to be your G chord. And then we have the D7 chords. You're going to keep finger 1 and 2, which is C and D. And your pinky's going to go to the F sharp. And then back to G. So you want to practice those till you're comfortable, going back and forth. Okay, before the song starts, it has a little warm-up for you. And we're in a waltz tempo of 3/4. So look at the waltz bass. This is little exercise 412, just below the top of page 89. So 1, 2, 3. Now break it. 1, 2, 3. The D7 chord. 2, 3. Broken. 1, 2, 3. So it would be good for you to practice that 4-12 several times to be comfortable with switching from the G chord to the D7 chord, and also using the waltz bass. When you're comfortable doing that, you're ready to go on to the song on page 89. The title of the song is German. Don't know if any of you speak German. Du liest mir in Herzen, German folk song, which translates, you are my heart. This is in waltz tempo, which is 3/4 time signature. And it's very easy in 3/4 time signature to want to pause after that third beat. So keep it going. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So let's begin on this song with just looking at the left hand. The left hand is playing your chords. And sometimes they're blocked all together, and sometimes they're broken or in the waltz bass. Or sometimes I like to call that the pa pa bass. So let's look at the beginning of the left hand, just the left hand for right now. And your pinky is on G, and your thumb is on the D above middle C. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, then blocked 1, 2, 3, D7, 1, 2, 3, broken 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, blocked 2, 3, go to G, 1, 2, 3, broken 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, together measure 11, 2, 3, D7, 2, 3, D7, 2, 3, and we end. So that is what's happening in your left hand. Now the right hand has the melody, and the right hand shouldn't cause you any problems, but I think it's always good, especially as the music gets more difficult, to practice the hands separately and then put them together. All right, so this is our first class online. You did very well on your midterm, and we're going to just move forward. Keep emailing me with any questions that you're having. So what should you be practicing? You should be practicing page 86, the G major scale, left hand, right hand. You should be practicing the counting on page 87 with the dotted quarter note. Remember that dotted quarter note gets 1.5 beats. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and it's usually followed by an eighth note. So really work on that counting. Okay, you should be working on page 88, the song called Dance, which is in 4/4 time signature, and it's in ternary form, A, B, A. The rhythms in that right hand are tricky, so you're really going to need to count. Left hand is just open fifths the entire time. And then you should be practicing page 89, which is the German folk song, and it's the left hand chords that you should be working back and forth with, the G chord and the D7 chord. Sometimes they're blocked all together, and sometimes they're the pa pa or the bass waltz, and so forth. So you need to upload a video of you practicing the scales, dance on page 88, and the German folk song on page 89. I am not looking for perfection. I'm not looking for performance quality. All I need to know is that you are watching this video, you are practicing what we are covering in class, and this will give you your 10-point participation points for the day. I wish I was there walking around and helping you each individually at the piano, but that's not the way it's going to work for right now. So let's make the best of this. Enjoy music, enjoy your piano, and please email me with any questions. Take care and stay healthy. Talk to you soon.